I think the openers are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down, and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have to need a bit of luck.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Yep. Well played. Could be a quick single. Late cut, straight to the fielder. They'll get at least one here. Put on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. There could be a couple if they hustle.
End of the first over. The batting team are now on 5 for none.
Fortune coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Wow, that's missed a lot. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Eyes on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. How will he reply?
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, and collect that one though. Great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Right-hander out in the middle, doing a little bit of last-minute gardening.
The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Nicely played.
Into the second over, the batting team are now on 9 for 1.
Good shot, a beauty.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Misses everything. Nice shot. Runs possible. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
The right-hander in the middle, ready to face their first ball. He's got their tail up.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes.
3 overs gone and working the ball around nicely. The occasional boundary. They're off to a steady start.
Fielding restrictions now in place. We'll need to bowl well to constrain the batters with fewer fielders allowed outside the circle. Well played. Could be a quick single. Kohli showed some great skill there. Saved a potential boundary. Pick that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. They'll get at least one here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Another poor over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day out there. The momentum, it's all in one direction.
4 overs completed and the batters are doing enough at the moment. What can they do in the next few?
Doesn't beat the infield. Could be close.
Left-hander out in the middle, almost ready to face their first ball.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Into the fifth over. The batting team are now on 24 for 3. Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. Gone. Great reflexes.
Moore, the new man in the middle, has a lovely technique and will look to get into his work quickly.
No. Terrible shot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Great shot. At least one on offer. Late cut. Straight to the fielder.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Went for the drive. Complete miss. End of another disappointing over. Kohli has to be asking what's going wrong. It's not what you expect from a key bowler. Two fielders can now be put outside the circle. Fortune back on now.
Pacer is coming into the attack.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Caught. It's one of the easiest catches you'll see.
New batsman at the crease, the right-hander, and he's very capable with the bat.
But he runs here. Can't get that outside the ring field. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Shot, should be runs here. Was quick onto that in the infield. Stevenson comes back into the attack. The runs have slowed. They're a good option to continue tying these batters down. India with a massive shout. Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Oh my, that's stuck. What a catch.
Mirza, the new batter, right-hander, coming in down the order this match.
Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. Stevenson with a huge appeal. Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close.
Impacting outside the line. Easy decision that for the third umpire.
Moore looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Vaughan coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Onto that early, that could be 4. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing you can really say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
They'll get at least 1 here. They've gone up here.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Flicks off the pads nicely. That'll go away fine, and there should be at least a few runs added. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though. Misses. That's a big chance going begging. Wow, that's missed a lot. Bowling fielders look really confident. Oh, great run out.
Sangha coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end. Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. How will he reply?
Well played. Could be a quick single. This could be out. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Nice shot. Runs possible. Gone. Knocked him over. Just too much pace there.
Left-handers out in the middle, doing a quick final check of equipment.
Yadav ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Oh, nice shot.
End of the 11th over. The batting team are now on 53 for 8.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Massive outside edge. Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, you just got to accept it and move on. Misses everything. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop.
Overpitched, punched through the leg side. Fielder's got some work to do. Chance.
Right-hander out in the middle. doing a little bit of last-minute gardening. He's got their tail up.
Great shot. At least one on offer. That's a much better over. Good comeback after being smacked around a bit in the previous over.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Jacks, the spinner, coming into the attack. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Good shot. A beauty.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Return from out on the boundary. Good fielding. Worked away. It's a nice single. Nicely played. Couldn't get it through the field. This could be out. That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.